Africa, Europe, Russia.
Talking about Middle East still,
When I first come Dubai, I had a shock.
how to make them comfortable.
1,015 rooms, 607 hotel apartments with kitchens,
That's a huge amount of rooms actually.
Asian food night, Turkish food night, seafood night.
I'm sure you have a plan in your mind.
No, I am fed up to be honest. All over the world is coming to Dubai.
What's the most common complaint, for example, you get from the guests?
Crowd of Dubai.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us today for East Talks Business. Our episode today is a very special episode. We have a very special guest, which is close to my heart personally, Mr. Levent. He's the General Manager for Mercure Hotel Apartments in Barsha Heights in Dubai. Today we'll talk about a lot in hospitality and what his views about the business in the region and globally, and we'll focus more after that about Dubai specifically. Mr. Levent, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience? What can you tell us about yourself, about your experience? Where did you work before? Which countries, which regions? Please go ahead.
Thank you very much, Hany. First of all, it's a pleasure for me to be here with you and having this conversation. And thank you very much for your invitation.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you. My name is Levent. I'm a Turkish citizen who is living in Dubai for 4 years. Since I came here, I was always in Mercure Dubai Hotel. Before Dubai, I was in Russia. Before Russia, I was in Egypt and Germany, and for sure, I was working in Turkey as well. I'm originally coming from finance departments and more original from banking industry. Then the life brought us here to be together in a hotel in different professions. So this is my short story.
How can you move from finance to hotel management? How does that feel?
Finance doesn't matter industry. You can do the finance. It has got own rules, own laws, own regulations. You can do globally in any industry the finance business, like the other back of the house businesses, or let's say construction businesses as well. Before hospitality, I was in a seafood production company. It was just an opposite industry, import, export, fish production and seafood. And I was director of finance over there. For sure after that, there was an opportunity to jump to the hospitality. I jumped as a director of finance. And I think they loved us, so they already brought to this general manager positions, not only here, in the other countries as well. But I'm happy. I can easily tell if I discovered hospitality before, I would enter the hospitality business before. I can easily.
So I think fate helped you to be in the right position.
Exactly.
We can say that. So given that we're talking about hospitality and we're talking about Dubai specifically, and we have a lot of Russians right now coming to the country. Can you share a little bit about your experience back in Russia, in Sochi?
Sure. In Russia, most hospitality business, it is domestic. They are not taking too much tourists like France, like Dubai, not like a hub. But for sure, they have intensive Chinese groups. But mostly the Russian hospitality runs with domestic tourism.
More Russians.
More Russians, yeah. And they have a huge land, and their air climate conditions are different than each other. So especially summer times, they have beautiful places near the Black Sea, and Sochi was one of them. And I can easily consider it's the most developed place because they already give too much care to develop Sochi as a tourism hub for Russian people. I can tell from south to north, entire Black Sea region of Russia, which the part which belongs to Russia, from old times tourism concept and from luxury tourism concept they have right now. And they already have learned what is hospitality and I can easily tell they are doing better than everybody or equal to everybody. This hospitality business very well. I was so much affected from them when I was there. I already analyzed them. They already learned the business and they are handling their businesses over there as usual in other resources and industries as well.
That's very good information. So how do you see hospitality business in general in our region right now? If you're talking about Middle East and Africa specifically, because you mentioned you were also in Egypt before, and definitely in Turkey, in Bodrum and so on, and now in Dubai for the last 4 years. How you see hospitality business in general in the region?
Middle East still promising. I'm not talking about Dubai as a region, still promising because most people are coming here, although as far as I see, it looks like they are visitors, but most of them are coming here to this region as workers to find jobs. It doesn't mean that it is not getting any demand from the global. I already in Mercure, we almost had 128 nationalities in 23, which we welcome them and have them in our hotel as our guests. It means that if I have this amount of nationalities, all over the world is coming to Dubai, I can easily tell. No matter how the flight timing, etc. Everybody is curious about here. The rest of the Middle East, they are already, especially at the last decade, they are already trying to give effort to develop the facilities of the tourism places, or they are trying to attract the people globally by making cultural events, sport events, or such kind of events in order to make their marketing, promotion, and try to make their region remain in the people's mind. I think they are on the correct track. And it's a long-run business, Hany. If they will be able to insist on what they are trying to do within 5-10 years, I believe that the other part of the region will be much more popular and more demandable. Africa is, it's a beautiful place, motherland, and they are always already being discovered more every year by the people, and they have already resources as well to run their development. And I believe that they are on the correct track right now.
So you think that the business of hospitality in general in Middle East and Africa is growing? This is number one. It's developing. I think we have all the natural resources as well around us, from beaches, from greenery, from safari as well in Africa. So I think it's the right place to be as a destination for all.
You have variety of choices when you go to a vacation, starting from the sea, the classical one, having in a resort hotel. And as you already counted that everything is around.
Exactly.
If I were a visitor, I would always choose Dubai, because right now whenever I'm living in Dubai and I need to go vacation to Turkey, I'm always choosing the same place to go.
Yes.
And even half of the world is, if they are under my mind, like my mindset, they will always come to Dubai as a repeat guest for sure.
Talking about Middle East still, how do you see the people from the Middle East not coming from Europe or the US part, people coming from around the Middle East, for example, for hospitality or for tourism? How do you see the culture? Do you think they have special needs? Do you have how to make them comfortable? How do you see that?
When I first come to Dubai, I had a shock. It was a little bit time taken for me to adapt the multicultural environment. I already counted the places which I work, but right now here you have everybody. For example, in Mercure Dubai Barsha Heights hotel, under my management there are 30 nationalities all over the world. Starting from Africa, Europe, Russia,
You're talking about your staff?
Asia. I'm talking about my staff.
Okay.
Yeah. So I believe that not only 30, but as I mentioned to you, like the visitors, I believe more than 100 nationalities are already working in Dubai. And once it is required, it will spread for all Middle East for sure again. Yeah.
What is the most common ask that you get from your guests in general from the Middle East region?
Ask, you mean?
Like a special request. There's common stuff. Sometimes people want, different kind of food. Some people want less noise places, something like that. So What's the most common complaint, for example, you get from the guests, if there is any complaint?
The most common complaint is crowd of Dubai. They are always telling it is so much crowd, but it is normal, for this popular destination. And to be honest, we are trying to for sure explaining them that it is a big hub. For 12 months, you can find anything to do in Dubai within a year, and every time it is crowded. And it is developing place, still developing place. Sure. So still they didn't stop, for example, 5-10 years ago. They built in the city and they didn't leave it up. They are still developing the city. And of course, this will still attract the people, more people and more people. Yeah, I can easily tell the crowd of Dubai
the crowd is the main kind of complaint.
Exactly.
So let's focus on Dubai right now. How do you see the difference between the pandemic time and after the pandemic? What's the big change other than the occupancy for sure, which went higher? Yeah. What else do you see? Do you see different type of people coming to your place? Or do you see the groups are coming from different destinations, are different than before pandemic? How do you see that, if you can shed the light on that?
Yeah, I can easily tell one of the safest place during the pandemic was Dubai. Because Dubai government already took immediate actions and supports during all those time. Globally nobody knows what to do. We already afraid of everything. But it was a very nice management and direction in Dubai, and we already calmed down during those periods, and we have been able to focus on our businesses, to be honest. In my hotel, I will come to later, but in my hotel I have 1,015 rooms. At that time, we had, when we entered pandemic, we had important amount of guests in house, where they will not be able to move anywhere. So we were responsible from first their safety and security and health for sure. At that time, Dubai already we were in contact with the government authorities to run our businesses, and they already really supported a lot. About Dubai itself, of course, at that time I can easily tell that Dubai business didn't reduce, but only stopped as usual for the entire world. After we already recovered so fast, to be honest, when we compare with the other part of the world. I remember that we already closed our, let's say, restaurants in April. We started to open back 2 months later. It Correct. Was so early when you compare with the rest of the world. So it means that it is the success of the management of Dubai. Of course, altogether, I can tell myself again as a contributor too.
For sure, absolutely. I think Dubai government in general was one of the best governments that managed the pandemic in a very smooth way. People didn't feel it actually. In reality, it was very organized. They focused on the safety, security, and definitely all the health measures that was managed in a proper way. So let's focus on Mercure right now, which is something that you actually lead the whole 1,015 rooms. You said
true.
That's a huge amount of rooms. Actually, I can say. What can you tell people why they should come to Mercure?
Okay. First of all, Mercure Dubai Barsha Heights Hotel has got 1,015 rooms with hotel apartments and suites. It is the largest Mercure property in the world.
Oh, wow.
So, it is like when you approximately counted one standard hotel with 200-250 rooms.
That's the average?
Yeah, it is already equal to 4-5 properties.
Together?
Already, together. We have 607 hotel apartments with kitchens and 407 suites, which was converted from the apartments before the pandemic, just before the pandemic. The good thing, why do they come to here? I can easily tell our location is the best location in Dubai, because wherever you want to go, it is only 15 minutes far. Downtown, 15 minutes. Marina, 15 minutes. They are just the opposite destinations from my hotel. Palm, Dubai Palm, again 15 minutes. JLT, 15 minutes. Everywhere so closer.
It's very centralized.
Directly the central, I can easily tell, and it's on the nearby the main road, Sheikh Zayed Road. So we don't have hotel studios like 28 square meter, 35 square meter. We have one bedroom and two bedroom hotel apartments and suites as well. One bedroom is around 65 square meter and two bedrooms are around 102 square meter, which is too much efficient and sufficient for families, especially all over the world, where they can live all together and they will have their own privacies too. We have our outlets starting from a sports bar, all-day dining restaurant, cafe social, and we have a very nice restaurant on 8th floor, which is providing international food. And we have football courts, two football courts on 14th floor, by the way, and squash court on 14th floor. We have very nice meeting rooms with palm and Burj Arab view. We have 8th floor, our recreation area. We have over there spa, gym, and swimming pool as well, and kids club we have. So we have everything inside the hotel for our guests to provide them a happy vacation. I think we are successful because we have many repeat guests again from all over the world.
They come back.
We have, yeah. This is actually the main target of the hospitality business, you know. So we are like this.
So I think to summarize that, so basically it's a destination that can serve or make people happy from either families or even a single kind of guest as well.
Exactly.
With all the facilities available for them.
Exactly. And as I told you, we have very close to all Dubai life. Whatever you are searching.
It's 15 minutes away.
15 minutes away, and we are already guiding our guests as well. We have in our lobby travel desk, supermarket, and we are having the other travel agents, guides as well together with us, who will serve them as the guides for Dubai as well.
As a general manager of this place, I'm sure you have a plan in your mind or a goal that you want to achieve. Can you tell us some part of that about for the coming year to 3 years, for example? What's your main goal in the coming year to 3 years around this place?
Nice question. My target, first of all, you know, as a in hospitality business, you have three targets. Three satisfactions you have as professionals. One is the owner's satisfaction. Of course, owner's expectations, you need to do it mentally, about their reputation, of course, financial part of the issue as well. Second one, maybe most important one for me, is the guest satisfaction as well. By your service quality, by whatever you are providing according to their requirements as well. And third one is, of course, the staff satisfaction. I must say, I don't like to have any upset or unhappy staff during their business, so I'm always advising them. My door is always open. By following the hierarchy, we can always see each other and chat with each other. This is so much important.
The open door policy is applicable.
Exactly,
here,
because if I will satisfy my staff, they will satisfy my guests as well. So this is based on this hospitality business, based on these three pillars. We are trying to continue to increase our productivity and efficiency upon those pillars. That's it.
We can see all that's amazing actually, and it's a very good plan, and definitely wish you all the best to make it happen.
Thank
and to
you.
make the hotel more a happy place for all the
Exactly.
visitors and the guests, which I think it's a big responsibility as well, because at the end of the day, as a leader, everyone living here is your responsibility.
True.
So I think it's a big job, and definitely good luck with that.
Thank you.
We're seeing a lot of nationalities, as you mentioned, living in this place. And I'm seeing also a lot of promotions that you're applying for these guests in different languages, because some of the guests, they don't speak English, for example, they don't speak Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm seeing these kind of promotions. Is that managing by seasonality, or like you promote, for example, for Russians based on the season, for Turkish, for Chinese, and or it's a direction that you're having to serve everyone all the year?
We have for sure short-term promotions, mid-term promotions, and long-term promotions. And as you mentioned, we have specific promotions against the nationalities, against the events and against our conditions and requirements as well, for sure. But I must say, totally, we have our standard promotions throughout the year, because we are running as the owner of Mercure Hotel, we are running Mercure since 2017.
Yeah.
So we already settled all our targets and promotions policies as well. For sure, sometimes you need to update them. We are updating them. We have even daily promotions, like everybody has got in Dubai in this industry as well. Like, I don't know, we have sports bar, as I told you, we have happy hours, ladies night, or such kind of things. We have team nights like Asian food night, Turkish food night, and seafood night, especially on Fridays. I can easily advise them to come and see our seafood. It's amazing. We have.
I have tried this before myself.
You
I love
did?
it.
Okay, yeah.
It's very nice.
Although I don't like seafood, but I
I
can
like
highly recommend it. And although I work in seafood production company, I
You still don't like it?
No, I am fed up, to be honest.
Had enough of seafood.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So, starting with daily and weekly ones, of course, we have monthly ones, especially with the rooms, room promotions. We don't have only one segment which we are welcoming. We are a multi-segment hotel, starting from long-term guests. Some of our guests are staying with us since 2017, and they are living here as a businessman or so, with their families for sure. We have leisure segment, we have corporate segments. Companies are coming here and staying with us, especially when they require more rooms than the normal standard hotels, as I mentioned before, because we have availability here for the groups especially. And we are welcoming the government, either groups or individuals as well. So we are not only working, for example, only walking guests. They are coming and booking here, or booking online bookings. We are taking and welcoming guests from all segments which I mentioned. So we need to be always keep alive those promotions against all those segments as well.
Details, which is amazing news as well for us, because I think the location of the place and the variety of facilities that you're giving and utilities for the guests is very important. So you can serve single students, families, and so on. At the same time, if I consider it myself being around the world as well, it's more of a resort than a small hotel. Does that make sense, or you think it's not a resort type still?
Exactly. I can easily tell it is like a village here, a small village, because when you consider 1,015 rooms, with the staff, with our high occupancy, we have a very successful year last year with the contribution of my team, and almost every day we had around 2,000 people in the hotel. With the staff, it is sometimes increasing up to 2,500 people. So it's not easy to manage all of them with staff, with guests, because every people has got, you can consider them any other world, everybody
their own needs.
Exactly.
Correct.
And you are responsible from all of them. You must find a solution for everything.
For everyone.
Yeah. So I can easily tell it is like a village, and
you're the mayor of the village.
Yeah,
we can consider it this way.
Like this. Yeah. We can easily count as a resort. I mean, the definition of in hospitality, resort hotel and city hotel is different completely.
That's why I'm asking you.
Yeah. We are a city hotel, which is very closer to resorts, beaches, and this is complimentary for our guests during their stays for sure.
We can call it a village instead of resort.
Yeah, we can call it
a complete village for everyone. So they find what they need, what they require, 24 hours. This is what
we have. Everything, yeah.
Excellent. This is amazing, and thank you so much for all these details. One last question from my side. Do you consider yourself living in Dubai for a long time?
It's a personal question.
It's a personal question, yes. Giving all these dynamics that you mentioned and all the elements around you and the serving people, which is, I think it's a very great opportunity for someone to serve people and make them happy and make them satisfied. You think this is the right place for you for long term? I will not say living in Dubai for a long time, but this is how you see yourself for the next few years.
I see myself for the upcoming years, not only in Dubai, but in Mercure, in this property, because we have many things to do. We have a very nice relations with superiors and with my team and with my guests. In every business, you need time to push the automatic button until you will learn something. I already passed the period in Mercure, so right now we just settle, and it is time to increase the efficiency. Even not I'm talking about the productivity. So I feel myself I'm gonna be in Mercure to do a lot of things with my great team, and inshallah I'm gonna be still here.
To make your plans come true with your great team and your great staff.
Thank you very much.
I really appreciate the time with you, Levent, and very happy to have this discussion with you. And I think we'll continue having more discussions moving forward.
Definitely.
To talk more about general ideas around hospitality. But thanks a lot for being with us today.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me as well.
It's our pleasure to have you as well. With that, we come to the end of our episode today and conclude our discussion with Mr. Levent, General Manager of Mercure Hotel Apartments in Barsha Heights in Dubai. It was a great discussion about hospitality in general, about Dubai specifically, and we'll definitely have to continue this discussion as soon as possible. Please make sure to subscribe and like and give us any comments or ideas, or any questions you have for Mr. Levent or myself about this topic. We'll wait for that and talk to you soon.